Here are some examples of DS questions with B as an answer. DS. What is the value of an integer n? Condition 1. Decimal 1 is less than decimal 0.5 times n is less than decimal 3. Condition 2. Decimal 2 is less than decimal 1 times n is less than decimal 4. Answer B. Condition 2 alone is sufficient, but condition 1 alone is not sufficient. Solution. Condition 1 tells us that decimal 1 is less than decimal 0.5 times n is less than decimal 3. If we divide this inequality by decimal 0.5, we get decimal 1 over decimal 0.5 is less than n is less than decimal 3 over decimal 0.5. That is, 2 is less than n is less than 6. Since n is an integer, n can be n equals 3, 4, 5. This solution is not unique, so it's not sufficient. Condition 2 tells us that decimal 2 is less than decimal 1 times n is less than decimal 4. If we multiply this inequality by 10, we get 2 is less than n is less than 4. Since n is an integer, there is only n equals 3 in 2 is less than n is less than 4. This solution is unique, so it's sufficient. This is a great question that has B as the answer because it is unique. So B is the correct answer. Answer B. DS. M equals what? Condition 1, m is an integer. Condition 2, m plus 1 equals 2 times m minus 1. Answer B. Condition 2 alone is sufficient, but condition 1 alone is not sufficient. Solution. Condition 1 tells us that m is an integer. This means that m can be any integer, that is, m equals 1, 2, and so on. This solution is not unique, so it's not sufficient. Condition 2 tells us that m plus 1 equals 2 times m minus 1. If we rearrange this equation to solve m, we get 1 plus 1 equals 2 times m minus m. 2 equals m. That is, m equals 2. This solution is unique, so it's sufficient. This is also a great question that has B as the answer. So B is the correct answer. Answer B.